This is Carrie Gleckner with Meigs Independent Press, and this week on Meigs Forward, my guest is Rich Wamsley. Each week on Meigs Forward, we talk a little bit about what's going on in the community and people that are active in making Meigs County better. So, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me, Carrie. It's kind of a new experience for me. I kind of feel kind of special here. So, for starters, I'm with the Ohio Means Jobs in Meigs County down in Middleport. And basically, my job is a job developer. Big thing is we just want to help people find employment. It's funny that we're doing this today because just before I left the office, I got the update on the unemployment rates.
Oh.
Now, I'm not a fan of seeing these unemployment rates because I don't believe in the rates that you see because there's a lot of variations as to why those rates are the way they are at certain times. And
right, there's a lot of, and we've talked a lot with Perry Varnado, our Economic Development Director, about that and how the way that data is collected and the way that things are done with it, but
yeah, it's misconstrued a lot. I get aggravated about that.
Well, and that's one of the reasons why I don't get too excited about renting it,
right.
Because again, there are a lot of reasons why certain things are the way they are. But
as for this past month, I can say that we are what they refer to as in the green right now. We're in the average across the state, so it's kind of probably the first for me, that I've been aware of for quite some time. It's something that my supervisor and our director brought to my attention probably about 2 o'clock this evening, or this afternoon. So that was something new that I thought it was kind of ironic that I was coming up to meet you afterwards. I'm like, I got to remember to tell that. So that's a good thing. We also had the Census Bureau back at our office today doing interviews, and I think you picked up 5 more employees today.
Now, the Census Bureau is getting ready to kick into 2020 with everything that because it's time for the census nationwide. How many jobs are they looking to hire in Meigs County? Just in Meigs County?
The gentleman today at the office told me that he needs 400 people in Meigs County for these jobs. These jobs start out at $14.50 an hour, plus 58 cents per mile to go on top of that, which
I believe that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're talking about raising that price.
And they provide the equipment. They provide the training. They provide any equipment you need. They use an iPad type device, tablet, to be able to collect information and do things, because some of it is simply going out and verifying an address, that there is a structure at this address kind of deal.
Yes, that's what they just finished, was what they call phase 1, which is mapping. There is an abandoned house on this property. There is a church here. There is a dwelling here, so on and so forth. Now they're moving into the enumerations where they're actually going to go door to door. And there are a couple different ways that you can go about this. You're going to receive something in the mail and also by email that you can do your census stuff online. Or you can send, the paperwork back in. What they say is 70% of people basically don't do it for one reason or another. That's when you get people coming out knocking on your doors.
Right.
People don't realize how important that stuff is for different funding for our area, whether it be from the schools, for the fire departments, for just everything under the sun. Those census numbers.
That information impacts all levels, so that determines our representation as far as our politics go, as far as House of Representatives. It determines, like, for example, it can impact things with the health department, with your job, with different things on where dollars go, and we're not going to get our share if we don't accurately report on our census and those stats. But 400 jobs at 14 plus an hour.
These stats are huge, and they need to be. It's a serious thing. It needs to be taken care of. But yes, employment-wise, there's certain things that I had to look at. And I asked this guy today. I said, I got to think back to my law enforcement time. Over the 18 years I've done in law enforcement, we got things going on out in our county right now. People are messing around people's property, and these people are on high alert. And look at what's going on right now.
Right.
look at what's going on right now, and you have human trafficking going on. So people are on high alert. So it's kind of scary for not only the workers, but for the people that have to allow these people to come to their house. So I'm questioning these people, and they're like, well, we're going to have badges, we're going to have this, we're going to have that. But here's the key thing about it is, say you would get hired with the Census Bureau, they're going to put you in your neighborhood working. Everybody knows who you are. Well, everybody knows who you are anyway, Carrie, but you know, when you hire somebody, they're hiring them, okay, you live in Syracuse, we're going to put you in Syracuse working. Most people know your face in Syracuse anyway, so you don't have a stranger coming to your door. So I think it will be a lot safer.
You know the guy next door that's going to be kind of crabby and maybe not want to have somebody come knock on their door. That'd be my dad. But
I love your dad.
And he will never see this, so I love you, Dad. But anyway, no. That's the whole thing, though. Too, is that, I mean, yeah, if they're going to set that up, but the thing is, 400 jobs in Meigs County at 14 plus an hour. With mileage paid, there's job opportunities in Meigs County right now.
You can work your own schedule. You can set your own time. If you want to work evenings, if you want to work weekends. The guy told me today, said if you work Sundays, we pay you time and a half, basically, is what it boils down to. You work your own. So, hey, let's say on your free time, you want to pick up some extra money.
Because I have lots of free time.
Yeah, of course, me too.
Loads of it. I have loads
but,
of it.
Hey, take care of the next cruise that we want to work on, right? You know, we'll just pay for one way or another. But yes, in all reality, anybody can pick these jobs. I know of 2 or 3 of us from down to my agency that has applied for it, including myself, to be honest with you.
It's extra money.
It's extra money. I mean, who's not going to?
So you can work your job and work this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
400 jobs are out there. I'm not taking from anybody else. I think y'all ought to come out and apply for it. If somebody wants it, I'll be glad to give them my
Well, that's
spot.
money that can be put back into the local economy. That's money that can be put, I mean, that's money that the federal government is going to put into this community if we take advantage of it.
Of course. Yes, and I can honestly tell you that, like our director, Chris Shank, he is pushing hard to get this information out as to how vital this U.S. Census is. That's the key role right now.
It's very important.
We're going to find these people that want the jobs, because how could you turn down that kind of job? But it is so vital for, we want to send information home with students through the schools. We've got a table clear full of information down to our office. So all this stuff, I think they said they was working on $1 trillion right now with different things. So through the census and just advertising. So it's crazy. It's ridiculous.
So you guys need to advertise.
Yes.
Thanks, and a bit of press. Yes. Okay, well, we will be back. This is part 1. We'll be back with part 2 with Rich Wamsley here on Meigs Forward, and we'll be right back with more.